I also really like how polished she looks in terms of the styling, in terms of the glam, in terms of the makeup. Everything is just perfect. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we're gonna be talking about the press presentation of Binibining Pilipinas 2022. I actually just finished watching the event a few moments ago, and honestly, I loved it. I thought that it was enjoyable from beginning to end. As you guys know, I like to come up with topics and stuff like that, so I took notes about each and every single one of the candidates in the competition. However, out of all of the 40 candidates, I selected a list of 12 candidates that I'm gonna be talking about today. From number 12 to number 1, they are ranked in the order that I think personally that they excelled during this particular presentation. And as usual, I want this to be an open conversation, so any opinions that you might have, any feedback, any comments overall, please leave it down below in the comment section. While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on this video that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day as well. And without further ado, I will see you with my top 12 and all of my comments right after the intro. Be strong. Alright everyone, so here we go. Let's start with number 12 on my list. We have none other than Gabriella Basiano. And if I'm being honest, you guys, I was actually expecting Gabrielle to be a lot higher on my list. However, I think that during the performance, there were some amazing moments, and there were some moments that it wasn't like precisely what I was looking for. Some very high highs and very low lows, if you get what I mean. First, let's talk about the great moments that she had during the presentation. I thought that the entrance that she had, you know, with the fabric really just covering pretty much all of her body was amazing, because I didn't see any of the other candidates doing anything similar to that. I also really liked the way that she was twirling around on stage. I mean, it's entertaining. And also I liked how she was playing a little bit with her hair as well. You know, a little bit of a hair flip here, a hair flip there. It always adds a little bit of dynamic to the performance. Now, there was a moment during the presentation, especially in the beginning of it, that I thought it was too slow paced. And there were moments where I thought that Gabrielle was not necessarily connecting enough with the audience, giving us, you know, enough energy or facial expression. However, considering that there are 40 candidates, I think that Gabrielle is doing perfectly fine at being at number 12. Now, I want to ask you guys, because one thing that came to mind after watching her performance was, I think that Gabrielle might be aiming for Miss Grand International this year. Do you know if she has like a preference in terms of the crown that she's aiming for? But you know, especially with the entrance, the drama, and all of that, I was like, she might be an MGI girl. All right, number 11 on the list, we have Ileana Adeana. And I think that this is the very first time that I'm gonna be talking about Miss Adeana here on the channel. First of all, props to you, you did an amazing job. You know, so far I've been making videos for Binibining Pilipinas, and it's all about like photo shoots and public events. But this is the very first event that we actually get to see them perform as they would on the stage of the coronation night. I mean, this is pretty much swimsuit. I was really charmed by her very toned, beautiful body. I really liked the presence that she had on stage, and she also seemed to be very likable. All of those things, I mean, I can say that most of the candidates had them. However, she had like that little it factor, you know, when you see someone that you really like and you enjoy, like, you just like, well, I found myself in that mood pretty much all throughout her entire performance. So because of that, there you go, Miss Adeana, number 11 on the list. At number 10 on the list, we also have a candidate that I don't think I have mentioned here on the channel before. This is Binibining 19, and her name is Malaluan. What I really like about her performance is just how balanced it was. You know, we have certain girls that come on stage like really aggressive, others that come on stage with really no energy. There were certain moments during Ira's performance that I felt like she was giving, you know, high energy, and moments where she was really taking her time to really entertain the crowd, given, you know, different sides of her body, different angles, different, you know, facial expressions. And that's really what you want to do specifically in this particular presentation, because this one is made for the media, for the press. So allow people to take photos, to make videos of you, to get content. This is really the purpose of it all. And also to introduce the candidates to everyone. So if you're doing it too fast, or even if you are too slow, whether they don't have enough time to see you or they have enough time to get bored of you. But with Miss Ira, it was definitely the perfect balance. I appreciated it, and of course she's gorgeous, so what else do you want? Now, number 9 on the list, we have the beautiful, one of my favorites, Binibining one. Her name is Stacy Gabrielle. I feel like there hasn't been a topics list that I've made that Stacy was not on the list. So at this point, she has become kind of a guest of the channel. Let's call her like that. I've been very vocal about how beautiful, how unique I think she is. She's very eloquent. She's very down to earth. She has a very likable, relatable personality. And I think that this presentation tonight was a success. She was able to showcase all of those things that I just mentioned. Now, the only feedback that I would have for Stacy, and this is really on a personal preference type of thing, the facial expressions. The transitions were not very smooth. There were moments where I thought that she only had like 2 facial expressions, like really serious and fierce, and then a subtle smile. Fierce and a subtle smile. It felt a little bit forced. And because of that, Stacy, I just want you to keep in mind to just, let go a little bit, enjoy the moment. You are beautiful, you have what it takes. We all believe in you, so don't hesitate even for a second. Moving on to number 8 on the list, we have Binibining 25, and her name is Ileana Adeana. And for Ileana, literally the notes that I wrote down on my sheet was subtle, inviting to the eye, and gracious. There's something about Ileana that I really like. It's just the way that she has, this very powerful aura. She's very sexy, she's very tantalizing in a way, but also she keeps a little bit of mystery. Those were at least the impressions that I received from her presentation. I think that this is a good thing because it keeps the audience wanting more, to find out more about you, to see more of your performances. So when you think of the context of this type of competition and this type of pageant, I think that this is a very good thing to have. Facially, she is so beautiful, and physically, her body is really toned as well, really snatched. So my girl has been working out. Girl, just give me your secrets, okay? All right, number 7 on the list, we have the beautiful Binibining 30. Her name is Jasmine de Maculangan. As you know, Jasmine is a sentimental favorite. I always say that. I'm pretty sure that you guys are so bored of me talking about Jasmine at this point. But you know what? I never get tired of talking about her. So you guys are gonna have to accept that. There's something about Jasmine that I really like when she is performing on stage, especially this year, because I do believe that this year she came back stronger than last year. You can see that she has been working and perfecting her craft. Is that, first of all, she looks very statuesque on stage. Whatever team she has helping her with her nutrition, her workouts, it's been working. Like, the girl looks incredibly good. I also really like how polished she looks in terms of the styling, in terms of the glam, in terms of the makeup. Everything is just perfect, and I think that it comes together to really highlight the best assets that Jasmine has, definitely, and really just bring our attention to those things. So perfect score for that. And another one of the notes that I wrote at the end for Jasmine was very technical. I like that Jasmine is able to have fun on stage and deliver a performance that, is entertaining for the audience, while also giving us all of the technicalities that are expected from a beauty queen. I literally wrote it here next on my sheet. I don't know if you guys can see, I think you don't, but I wrote Cinderella Obanira. She has been giving me the same vibes that Cindy was giving me last year. So I don't know, hopefully the stars will align for my girl, and I hope nothing but the best for her. At number 6, we have Binibining 40. Her name is Roberta Tamandong, and of course, I think that she has kind of earned this reputation of being the showgirl of Binibining Pilipinas 2022, besides other fan favorites as well. But I think that Roberta is definitely delivering high energy, fierce, amazing looks, and this is something that has been consistent through all of the events, all of the photo shoots. There hasn't really been one time that she has let me down. I think that alongside Stacy Gabrielle, she has consistently been in all of my topics so far. For Roberta, what I really like is that she is very playful and very interactive. When she is on stage, she has the beauty, she has the confidence. We know that, she knows it. And because of that, I think that she can just let go and be herself. During the presentation, she actually blew a kiss to the camera, to the audience. So I think that that's very, entertaining. It's very effortless as well. And for the audience, those who are watching from the theater, even those who are watching from home, we really do appreciate it. We want to see you have fun in the event. We don't want girls with nerves and girls who cannot handle the pressure. We really want to see you living your best life, and that's what my girl Roberta is doing right here. All right, now moving on to number 5, we have Binibining 17. Her name is Chelsea Fernandez. For Chelsea, I actually have a few notes written down. The first thing that came to mind was fierce. I'm really loving what they're doing with Chelsea's styling, and I feel like for different events, they have given us different aspects of Chelsea's personality and like her versatility, the things that she can do. For example, I think of the talent competition, and she actually gave us curly hair. Now moving on into this particular presentation, she had more of a, you know, the classic beauty queen, very glam, very voluminous hair. I do appreciate that. Now, there's something about Chelsea that I like, and it's how in control she seems to be when she is on stage. She seems to be very present in the moment, meaning that there doesn't seem to be any hesitation, any doubt. You don't see her really in her head. When she's on stage, she is ready to just go perform, give us everything that we want, and then go backstage. I appreciate that about her. I like that about her, and I want more of that. So Chelsea, if you're watching this, please keep it up. Now, another question for you guys, for the audience, for the viewers, those of you watching me from home right now. If you had to give a title to Chelsea, which one would it be? MGI or International? I'm not quite sure, you know? I'm not quite sure. But anyways, moving on. At number 4, we have the beautiful Binibining number 5. Her name is Karen Lori Mendoza. Of course, you know who she is. You know, I think I said this in my previous video, actually, that Karen has this capacity that she is able to be very innocent, very likable, very soft. But when the moment comes, she is able to just turn on the fear side, the confident side, the really, you know, pasarela queen type of personality. And that's exactly what she gave us today during the press presentation. I don't know if it's Karen actually doing her own glam and makeup, or if they have a team of people helping them backstage. But I think that Karen really knows how to adapt and how to accentuate those things depending on the image that she wants to project. During this particular presentation, the hair was voluminous, the highlight was highlighting. I really like how shiny her skin looked as well, moisturized, you know, just rich, rich, rich. I love that. And of course, the confidence is always there, looking at the camera, just a killer look. And I think that, you know, we've been talking about Karen going for Miss International for quite some time. I personally think that she has what it takes to go to any of these pageants. She will do very well in MGI if she's able to turn on that more fierce, playful side. She will do very well in Miss Global, Miss Intercontinental as well. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I guess at this point, as Karen said it herself when she came on the channel for an interview, she said, you know, I have to trust the Binibining Pilipinas organization on this and just go with whatever they believe is best for her. Now, moving on to number 3 on the list, we have Binibining 7. Her name is Graciela Lechman. And of course, I love this girl once again. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, you know, just talking about the same candidates that I love over and over and over. Well, I mean, Graciela, she has that it factor. She is that girl. Don't get it twisted. And I feel like this presentation really consolidated that reputation that she has, that expectation that we have of her as well, because she constantly is able to deliver nothing but perfection. As she was walking on stage, I really had the feeling, you know, this is an MGI girl. She really is here to give us a show. It's not just about being technical or about being subtle or about being delicate or beautiful. No, no, no. She really is the whole package, and she knows it. And she owns it, and that's really the most important part for me. I feel like most of the things that I described for the girls that I have talked about previously really apply to Graciela as well. Her glam was amazing, her hairstyle, her makeup, styling. There was really no hesitation in the performance. So for me, this was definitely a home run. Now, moving on to number 2, I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna be super happy or like super upset, but you know what? I gotta keep it real, I gotta be honest, I gotta put me first, Lucius, if you know what I'm saying. If you know the reference, let me know in the comments. But at number 2 on my list, we have none other than Binibining 8. Her name is Nicole Budol. That's right, you heard it right. Hipon Girl is my number 2 pick for this particular presentation because she gave me all of the feelings. You know, she gave me the show-stopping moment. She gave me the killer body. Have you seen her body? This woman is insane. In terms of just like how toned her body looks. I mean, I don't even know for how long she's been working out, like how the diet, darling. I think that Nicole is really going above and beyond to do everything very, very grand. I don't think that she is actually trying to obtain any other title than Miss Grand International, and it shows. And I think that in a way, if you think about it, Nicole is kind of a perfect match for MGI because previously, I mean, in the last editions, MGI has been looking for more of like the girls who are able to put on a show, you know, girls who go out and they like to yell and do like funny things on stage. And I think that Nicole would be able to do those things, and with the support and the expertise of the entire team of Binibining Pilipinas, she would also be able to deliver on technical sides of being a beauty queen. You know, the pasarela walk, the swimsuits, the evening gown. She will have an amazing team that will be able to make her shine, while she already has that winning personality, very funny, very likable, relatable. That's why people really, really love her. I think that this presentation was very successful in doing that, and honestly, the more that we advance in the competition, the more excited that I get about Nicole. I know that she's not everyone's cup of tea, so if you don't like her, I'm sorry. But as I said, I just gotta keep it real when it comes to my comments and my feedback. All right, and now finally, my number one pick for the press presentation and the swimsuit presentation, let's just call it that. My number one pick goes to Binibining 34. Her name is Christine Opiata, and honestly, wow. Look at my notes, guys. Look at my notes. Well, wait, you guys are gonna look at all of my notes for everyone else, but I just wrote, wow, X Factor, that girl, Angelica Lopez. Yes. If you guys remember Angelica Lopez this year during Miss Universe Philippines, she was one of my favorites. I just thought that the girl was like stunning, incredible, and that's exactly the same vibe that Christine was able to give me during this presentation. The way that her skin looked just so moisturized, rich. The hair was giving me, you know, luxurious. The makeup was really, really fierce. And the winner aspect for me was really just the attitude. She was exuding confidence. Technically speaking, it was perfect. The transitions, the footwork, the body, the twirls, what she did with the fabric that she was provided. There was really nothing to criticize. And by the end of her performance, I was just staring at my TV with my mouth wide open like, is she for real? Did she just go on stage and do all of that? Well, yes, she did. So there you go, everyone. Those were my top 12 candidates for the press presentation. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with me. I know that some of the fan favorites didn't make the list. I know that other of the dark horses didn't make the list as well. So I will be reading you in the comment section down below. Express yourself, baby. Don't repress yourself. Let me know what you think. While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug. That's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, everyone, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses. And I'll see you on the next one.